Christ is not something, not a person that we just throw on top of a traditional education. There is a deliberate approach to seeing Christ ruling over every thought, every idea, whether it's math or literature or writing. He is at the core of what we are attempting to teach. The effects of having an all-Christian faculty, of people who are dedicated to knowing the Lord, the first effect is frankly on each other as faculty. There's a lot of prayer that goes on each day for each other. That translates into the classroom because you have faculty who are pulling together as a team, and as a team, we're looking at each student. One of the benefits that comes to the student is if one teacher notices something that's going wrong with a student, another teacher may have noticed that as well. And so it's a lot harder for a student to simply slip through the cracks, because not only are we all Christians, we're also all dedicated to good community with each other and through that with the students. I love teaching stories because when we have a story, we have an abstract truth that somebody's living out. It lets you see this is how it's done. This is how we stand for what's right. This is how we sacrifice ourselves for other people. And those pictures, the engaging of the emotions, as well as the intellectual affirmation of truth, those two things make for very powerful people as we absorb stories. I think that Rockbridge and their approach to a Christian education in pursuing it in a classical method is being intentional about instructing the whole person as they grow. We talk about growing with the grain of the student. I see my oldest getting to the age where he is ready to challenge and think, and being able to do that in class, to have discussions about big ideas rather than simply being lectured at. Discussion is important to the classroom because it puts the student in the place of being an active learner. When you have to discuss with your classmates and your teacher in a great big circle where you're all looking at each other, there's not any place for you to hide. And what that actually ends up being is not making you very vulnerable, it actually makes you very free. Those are things I desired when I was his age. I'm glad to be able to give that to him and give that to my daughters as they grow into this, but best of all, to see what they will be like when they come to the end. Being able to speak confidently in front of an audience, to be able to speak clearly about the things that they love, and frankly, being put in a place where they can love what they're learning and they can carry that love forward outside the classroom. That's what Rockbridge Academy has been about from the beginning and continues to be today.